Hello and welcome to That Talk with Tariro. Like we said last week, this week we're starting with talking serious business. And our first episode, which is kickstarting our discussions on serious talk on The Talk with Tariro, we are looking at the issue of artificial intelligence. I'm sure it's not a new word to most of us. It has got the good, but it also has the bad. And how are we utilizing it? And if it poses any challenges, how can we protect ourselves? So we've invited one young guy who is into media, but also into AI. So we want to hear from him in terms of how is he positively utilizing artificial intelligence. And at the same time, because of the nature of his work, he does know where AI can actually be abused. We have Brighton Tazarua. Brighton, welcome to The Talk with Tariro.
Thank you so much.
And I'm actually happy to just say, sometimes he does camera work. So when we talk about the crew behind the scenes, he's part of the crew behind the scenes. And it's quite good to have you on the other side.
Thank you so much.
I have Tuba filming you.
Well done.
So talk to me, Brighton. When we are looking at AI, artificial intelligence, the animal that's just taking over the world, unpack that, especially when we're looking at the benefits of AI.
Okay. You see, with AI, when artificial intelligence, the definition, right from the root, intelligence, is the ability to acquire knowledge and apply it. Yeah. So, as far as acquisition of that knowledge, since the beginning of internet and everything, we have been feeding our likenesses, the sound of our voices, since everything under the sun and beyond the sun has got a name. Yeah. Things that we don't know that exist in Australia, that database already knows. You get what I'm saying? So as far as acquisition, the whole of mankind has been contributing. Yes, been contributing to that. Now, implementation or application of that now, that is now where people are actually getting a bit more strides walking in there, because what is happening is when you've got all of these pieces of things that you have been taught or that you know the names of, if I tell you that I want to see a horse riding a motorbike, you will see it. Because now it's basically telling a machine to make a horse ride a motorbike.
And it looks like a genuine horse.
Oh, yes. Part of the learning as well is, just like we do in media, know exactly how to light things, know exactly where a shadow should fall for it to be real. But beyond that, you have seen some of these images where a child has got 6 fingers and you're like, no, that's not real. Somebody goes off and tells that computer, no, our fingers are not up a 5. So now it has learned that. So these images become more and more accurate by the iteration. Is artificial intelligence some creature out there? No, it isn't. It is our own making. We have contributed to creating it.
So how are you utilizing artificial intelligence, you in your work, if we're going to make it as practical as we can?
In my work, I do in advertising and filmmaking, we do what we call pre-visualization. I want to convince somebody to go through with me or fund a project that I want to shoot or something like that. I need to have them have an appreciation of what it might look like, what it might sound like, and all of that, without having to go through the motions of actually creating that, because it's very costly to do that in practice. So feed artificial intelligence a few queries, a few prompts, create for me a situation in a rural area, a man dressed like this in a green hat and all of that. It creates that for me. My client or potential donor can actually have an appreciation of what's going on there. It's easier that way, because not all of us are like visually sure.
AI, in essence, you are saying it's making work easy.
Much easier, and it is bringing, for me, most of our clients are not creative like that. They cannot see your vision, but it bridges the gap from what is written on paper to what we are going to do in real practice.
Yeah. And when something has been done by AI, and then when it's now Brighton, you've pitched to me to say, this is what I'm going to do. But effectively, it's AI that actually produced that.
Yes.
When it comes to now the real situation,
Yes.
is it a matter of what I ordered versus what I and that's the way for you.
No, you see, what happens with what we appreciate a lot is we are human beings.
Yes.
There's that human element is there. We want to call it imperfection or serendipity sometimes, but then those things cannot be created by artificial intelligence. There is a twitch in my eye when I lie. There is you cannot create that with artificial intelligence. So replacing another thing that people are very worried about, is it going to replace actors? Is it going to replace singers and all of that? I think it's a far cry for that to happen. It's difficult. Yes, we have fed the machine. We have fed it knowledge. You see what happens on YouTube? YouTube can see an algorithm. Kuti aya masongs aya ndo akunyanyorizwa steri ku Zimbabwe. So now you tell them, can you create for me something in the style of a hit Zimbabwean song? And it will
come up with
it will come up with it. Feed it the lyrics, it will do it.
Yeah. I must say, even from what he is saying, I'm kind of scared of where we are heading to with artificial intelligence. We'll continue with this discussion after the break. But I just want to say to you, have you ever had a situation where you're talking to somebody about something, and then eventually when you log onto any social media platform, all those things start popping up? And for me, I cringe. So artificial intelligence, the good, the bad, the ugly. Join us after the break. Welcome back. We continue with our discussion where we are unpacking artificial intelligence. And we have Brighton, who is actually utilizing AI in his day-to-day work. So here we really would like for us to then say there is an opportunity that has been presented by artificial intelligence. So would want as many young people, adults, anybody in their work to actually utilize this tool if it makes it easy for you to do your work. But also in the third segment, we're going to look at the ugly side and how we can potentially protect ourselves. So Brighton, I was talking about where, before we went for the break, where like now we are talking about these things. You know, if I go on any social media platform that I'm on, all these things start just popping up. And you get so scared to say, who's listening to me? Tell us that.
We are creatures of habit.
Yeah.
And sometimes you will enjoy it, and sometimes it will work. If you shop online a lot, you find it very, very easy because there's always the styles, the trends that you like, they always pop up.
Yes.
That's perfect. That's a shopping assistant. You don't want to have to spend 15 hours to then bump into one style of shoe that you like. You understand?
Yeah.
So it's learning your trends, how you, and by it, I'm just talking about a computer that records with a lovely memory. Remember, part of intelligence is being able to remember a formula.
Yeah.
Remember, like in mathematics, you had to know half base times height and all of that stuff. That's how you pass your mathematics. Yeah. So they know the formula to you as soon as you log on to your account. These are the Doba streets are no far from by anyway. So yes, you've got your favorites. You've got your subscriptions. Subscribe to this to this show as well. Yeah, so they will pop up. The machine learns what you like.
So are we safe now, Brighton?
We
are
are
looking
very
at
safe. I think we are very safe as long as there's no malfeasance in there. And also, think about it this way. Even back in the day, it was, clerics were burning my abacus, the abacus, the adding machines there, because they didn't understand which my business run. Because people were coming up with these crazy good inventions because mathematically they could use an abacus and calculate well. Some people in school, right, high school, some were not even using scientific calculators there, but it's still in a scientific calculator.
exactly.
Because ask formula, ask formula. So we are safe, and we can actually be very much. Our lives can be richly, greatly enriched. If we know how to use this tool correctly, this abacus, this calculator, if we know how to use it correctly, we're perfectly okay.
Perfectly okay.
Yeah.
I'm going on to this worrying trend as well. As much as it's okay. Have you had a situation where you're saying somebody has got great qualifications, but come to applying, it's zero? Where a lot of people now, students mainly, are using AI to write assignments. And that assignment is handed in, person gets 90%, someone graduates with a distinction. But no thought process from that particular person.
But you see, the chickens those two come to roost at some point in time. You're coming to me telling me you can, every employee is a problem solver.
Yeah.
Yeah? You're coming to me showing me that you are a chief problem solver with all these big distinctions and degrees and everything.
Yeah.
I sit here in that big desk and you're useless.
Yeah.
I'm not going to keep paying you. I'm not going to keep paying you.
Yeah.
And also sometimes you find that I'm not going to, it's like almost like if somebody can put enough effort into cheating, that much effort into cheating, you might as well have, gone the right way, because, or maybe change your profession into something that goes that way.
Yeah.
But nothing beats, because all of this knowledge that these machines have, it's all coming from smart human beings.
Exactly.
It's coming from smart human beings who have found formulae to problems. But so if you do not actually know the streets, it doesn't matter how fast your car goes.
Yeah.
You will not get there. You will not reach your destination.
Yeah. And when we're comparing our side of the world and the first world in terms of AI adoption and use, how are the trends?
I think that we are unfortunately not embracing a tool that can greatly match us to the standards that are at the first world. It is so readily available to us, but because of this fear and our detachment from it, we are, Turukuzinyima are a huge opportunity. Every day. There's so much exposure, there's so much that we could benefit from it in whatever sector that you are.
Yeah.
There's so many, from education, health, business, and all of that. There's all models of AI that can really, really help. But then we're not applying it because we think it's something that's foreign and it's going to fizzle out somewhere. But no. We are underutilizing it, and the few that are really embracing it, you will see exactly how they will rock it out there. Yeah,
they will succeed.
Oh, definitely.
That's what you're saying.
Oh, definitely.
Well, we are hearing from Brighton. When we are looking at ourselves, particularly this part of the world, and utilizing AI, he's saying there is more that we can still do. And when we come back from the break, as much as there is that more that we can do, I've had an experience recently in the Western world, and I actually got worried in terms of where AI is taking us as human beings as much as it's helping us. And I'll unpack that as soon as we return. Join us after the break. Welcome back. We continue with our discussion, and we are looking at the issue of artificial intelligence. Brighton, when I visited some countries actually, in the past months, there were quite a number of shops where there is no shop assistant. There is no one in that shop. When you get your stuff, you go on the till, you scan on your own. It will ask you, are you paying it by cash or by what? You do everything. Do you want a plastic bag? Yes or no? You pack your things, you leave the shop.
Yes.
There's one person where, when you really get stuck, that one person will come and assist you. But I'm thinking, this whole shop, as big as it is, how many people were working in that shop and have been made redundant by AI?
So
How do we balance that? Because I'm thinking how socially, psychologically, it's also going to affect me after losing a job because of this new technology that has come in, because my employer would want to save on costs.
that's correct. I understand where you're coming from, but within your experience, the experience that you went through, was it a pleasant experience?
For me, it was a pleasant experience.
It was a wonderful
but because
experience.
of the nature of my work, I also could not stop thinking about this other side.
You don't.
This invention.
But
that
wait,
has come.
wait, Terry. You don't go shopping in order to feed the employees who work in the shop. Those are not your primary concern. You go in there to find the goods that you want. I'm not being cold-hearted. I'm saying why I opened that shop is in order to get your money. And if you're comfortable and if you feel good by my model that I have created using AI, I'm saving money and I'm creating very happy customers. No. The thing is, there has to be a level of skill set that we have to hold ourselves up to as human beings, as human employees, so that we are not tools anymore.
Yeah.
There are things, if you see that those things can be done, and customers are still happy, because this is just you and your disposition. Some customers wouldn't like it because I want somebody to hold my hand and tell me, no, with your complexion, you need to do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They would go to that shop.
But the way because mna kutoona kuti izvi zvine benefits because handina ma-employees akawanda.
Problem ndi Tari, because Tari went there. Tari went to that shop.
Yeah.
Because you felt much better, and I was nevanhu kuti kangubata chimwe
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? Somebody saw that there's a problem there, and then they solved that problem using AI. Because there's some people who are really, reserved, and they don't want people within their space.
Yeah.
So I'm celebrating that shop owner who is servicing some of us very shy people.
Yeah. And then let's look at the other downside, where someone can actually manipulate my voice, my face, everything. They can create a second version of Tariro there and come up with whatever theory they would want, where AI and this bad side of it. How many times have you heard people say, no, that wasn't me? And in most instances, it wouldn't be the person. But it's somebody who actually sat down and used AI to come up with their own narrative of whatever they would want.
I think there should be guardrails at some point. When it comes to personal issues or likenesses, there needs to be introduced a system of guardrails. Right now, I think it's still a bit of the Wild West out there, because we can actually do this, we can actually do that as well. But I think I'd really appreciate there being guardrails, because like a person like you, Tari, we know your voice. And you have fed the machine your voice, hours and hours of your voice. We know your likeness. You have fed the machine hours and hours of your likeness. And it would be a shame. And when malfeasance hits you, it's, I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
It's a shame, but there needs to be guardrails. Okay, this is the limit. We don't push past this.
Yeah.
Yes, the technology can do this, but then Guardrails will then be like legal issues or something like that. What I'm saying, this is a knife. And you know the knife that you like the most is the sharpest one. Because don't understand. But then we have got guardrails. I can't use it to do that to you.
Okay.
So there definitely needs to be like legislation that works for that. Because outside of that, like any other tool, it can be used, to the west or to the east, whichever way. Another thing that people are scared of is, are we going to lose our jobs? Like what you're saying, there's some jobs, like a teacher.
Yeah.
Do you know the favorite? Because we work together, I was going to start asking you questions. What was your favorite subject in school and all that?
Exactly.
Do you know why? I bet that was your favorite teacher as well.
Yeah.
Yeah? Because now we learn, even though AI can give us all this information, it's harder to learn than when you are being taught by, there needs to be human touch, that compassion, that mentorship as well. That AI can never provide. Yeah? Those things are the ones that we know the teachers are never going to be replaced by AI, come what may. There needs to be that emotional availability as well. You're having a bad day. Yeah? I can see you're having a bad day, so I'm not going to give you such a hard time today. That way you can become a mentor and then you can teach and all that.
I'm not even too sure now, Brighton, because we have programmed teachers now. The world where we are going with AI, what's your parting shot really to Zimbabweans when we are looking at AI in general?
AI is not a thing that is detached from you. It is how we live. It is the sensors, your brake sensors in your car. Yeah? It's the autofocus in your cameras. It's all of these things that we use daily. It's a remote controller on your thing, on your TV. So it's not some animal that is going to come and barge into your house. It's already here. We're already using it. Please just wise up to it and,
Yeah. Indeed, effectively what Brighton is saying is AI is now part of us. So we might as well make use of the good side of AI, but also at the same time, know where do we end? How do we protect ourselves? How do we not cross those boundaries? Until we meet again next week, from all of us at the Talk with Tariro, it's goodbye.